Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Short Tales from the DoorDash Road. I got a kind of weird, strange story here from today's Dash. Guys, this one was just kind of weird to me. I don't know, but okay, $17 shopping order. 13 miles, 19 items from Meyer. This is just kind of like an okay order, not great or anything. So took that at 104 in the afternoon. And here is the you know what? This doesn't really have to do with the subject of the video. I just noticed this for the very first time. I didn't notice it during the shop. That very first item where it says fresh pet they had the wrong aisle number in the app, and my wife and I was looking at all the dry dog treats and couldn't find that. And this is the very first time ever that a previous DoorDash shopping photo helped me out on an item, because I clicked on that photo. I was like, wait a minute, this is a photo of the fresh pet refrigerators, and that's how we found the item. But anyway, that's off topic. Um, and then this other stuff. And how long did this take us? This took us 24 minutes to shop. That sausage was a little bit tricky to find, and you see there we had to have it substituted. Okay, so we get to I get out to the car, load everything up, and then I'm all set to go to deliver. And before I pull up GPS, I see these customer instructions. Hand it to me. I always add more tip. I was like, okay. My wife was with me on this dash, and I asked her, I said, what do you think? Do you think I really am going to get an extra tip? She's like, no. And okay, so it was paying 17, right? So you figure it probably already has like at least probably a $4 to $6 tip, something like that. Um, it's the first time I've seen this where a customer says I always add an extra tip. I've seen several times before. I've seen where it says that a cash tip will be there when I get there, and most of the time there isn't a cash tip. We've all seen that. But it's the very first time in DoorDash driving that I've ever seen in, this in the instructions where, quote, I always add an additional tip. Okay, get to the customer, and I wouldn't be recording this video if there wasn't a second like odd strange thing about this order. Okay, so look at the communication here. I get out of the car, and I talk about this many times before. I always send my copy and paste message, hello, this is Joe, your dasher. I've arrived. I'm getting out of the car to deliver. I send that message. I go up to the front steps and ring the doorbell and wait there a few seconds. Nobody's coming to the door. I reach to, grab my phone again and look at it, and I see this message from the customer. Thanks, I'll be ready after you put on steps. What? You'll be ready after I put the order on? You'll be ready to do what? Get the order? Or what are you going to be ready for? This confused me. Was the customer going to, like, after I put it on the steps, was he going to come to the door and then give me a cash tip? Or I wasn't exactly sure what I was supposed to do here. This is just strange. So I took everything. I had everything in two catering bags. I took everything out, put everything on the steps in front of the door, and then sent my second copy and paste message, order delivered, thanks for placing your order. And then you see there, I got the thank you at the end. And that was it. I mean, then I just walked back to my car. I was kind of parked like across the street from the customer, and then go and close out the order, and no change in the. I got $13.25 from DoorDash and a $4 tip for. I just got the $17.25 that I was initially offered. So there was no additional tip on that. So, once again, another order where I see that in the instructions that there's possibly going to be an additional tip, and there wasn't. And then, like I said, that the whole exchange. Guys, comment below if that where. Let me pull that back up again. No, that's not it. Where did it go? I'll be ready after you put on steps. If anybody, if I'm kind of missing a point or interpreting this wrong, comment below what you think that actually like means. I don't know. Usually somebody would, if he, I'm assuming he wanted me to just set it on the steps. And usually customer, and I've had this before on hand to customer orders, they'll send me a message, you can just go ahead and leave it on the steps. And that's how it's worded. I thought this right here was just an extremely odd way of wording whatever he was trying to say. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling here. I apologize. I'll go ahead and shut this down. That's my funny, odd, strange story from today. Now the dog's barking. So I'll jump off here. Thanks, guys, for watching. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel. As always, make sure to drive safe out there, and we will catch you at the next video. Thanks again.